What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're still working on this thing and we got some updates, and I'm just going to catch you guys up on some things. Over the last week, I've done nothing but paint stuff pretty much. So I tore my whole alternator down, which you guys have already seen that. Painted it. You guys didn't see me putting it back together. I went and got it tested. It tested good, which I was kind of surprised by because this is a OEM Bosch unit, which means it's probably factory. We painted up the CP3 because we're going to be running that for a little bit, and I'll explain that probably in the next video. Painted tensioner. We got all new idlers for it. What else we got? Some of the coolant stuff. Some odds and end brackets, more coolant stuff, all the front covers, more coolant bridge stuff. And last but not least, painted the intake, we'll just call them the manifolds. So really just a lot of, I don't know, making stuff pretty. I want this thing to look halfway decent for a little while because I know it's going to be coming back apart fairly soon. Like I've explained before, we're on stock head bolts. And we're just going to see how far we can push this thing. So, on other good news, our turbo showed up. And I'd show you guys that, but the cover is up at powder coat right now. So you'd literally just be able to see the hot side in the center section, which you guys will see the hot side because that's what we're getting into today. So, my goal for today is I want to get my up pipes back on, the oil drain in, the driver's side trans dipstick tube in, and probably the CP3 back in, and some other odds and ends stuff, and get the hot side on. Pretty much the whole exhaust side I want to have done today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, we got the drain in, and the pedestal and the up pipes, all new gaskets, all new ARP bolts for that. It's all tightened and torqued down. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, this is the box of fun here. So you can see here, just got the hot side, and then that's the center section in there. Like I mentioned before, the cover is that powder coat. So the turbo we went with, it's a Borg Warner S400. It's got a 360 thrust bearing in it, and it's just their cast wheel. This is a 0.9 housing. It's an 83 millimeter turbine, so should spool up pretty good. I want this to drive as stock as possible because we're changing a couple things just for the time being. I'm going to leave it stock fuel for now. I'm actually going to be throwing Sportsman pump in it in the valley, but we're leaving the injector stock for now. We're just going to get it tuned for that for a little while. I think I could probably get, I don't know, 600, maybe a smidge over 600 out of it. So that'll be fine for now until I get more time to work on this thing a little bit further, and we'll get the injectors and the big pump done. And then we'll probably blow up a motor so it'll come out anyways. So let's go ahead and we're going to get this exhaust housing in and work on getting the downpipe in. Alright, so it's the next day, and before I get too far, I want to go over something, and something I just kind of ran into that I want to share with you guys. So, this is the factory, I'll just bring it over here. So that's the factory glow plug control module mount, and it usually sits right back down in there. So when I put this dipstick tube in, it was rubbing right here, and I knew that was not going to be good, and it was way closer to this turbine housing. So what I did is I actually went on Instagram and I was looking at a couple guys who had kind of like the same setup, and I saw that they had their glow plug modules mounted off to the driver's side a little further. So I messaged the one guy and he sent me all his pictures of what he did. So I made a very similar mount, and that's what I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so basically all I did was there's a nut. There's a nut right there with the factory ground strap is usually attached to, which I reattached it to it. So I just took a piece of 1/4-inch plate aluminum and I drilled and tapped some holes in it and mounted it off that one stud. And I mean, it wiggles a little bit, but it's plenty sturdy. So as you can see, that really cleared up a lot of space back here. So the dipstick tube wasn't so close to the turbine housing, but it also, I think it gives it a little bit of a cleaner look. That line I still got to take off. So I'm showing you guys that because I hope it can help somebody out eventually later on down the road or whatever, if you know, running into some issues with your truck and you search the YouTube like I do sometimes. So I think that's going to do it for this video. Like I just said, we were getting kind of ahead of ourselves. I just threw some other things on. I ran into another issue, which I'm going to explain in the next video. So stay tuned for that. If you're stopping in for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like it up on the way out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.